and welcome to Barely Necessities. That is laughingplace.com's live discussion of Disney merchandise. I'm Rebekah Mosley, the co-founder of Laughing Place, and with me, as always, is our site manager, Rebekah Burbank. We're both in different places. How are you doing in your travels, Bekah?
I'm doing good. Not as good as you, though. You get to be in Walt Disney World.
I am having the time of my life. It is Disney gingerbread every day. Today, I went to the Beach Club and gave a little try of their gingerbread. So I've now hit the gingerbread at the Grand Floridian, at the Contemporary, and today was the Beach Club. The Animal Kingdom Lodge is still on my list of gingerbread needs, but
what about Boardwalk? Is Boardwalk still doing the shingle cookies?
I haven't stopped by Boardwalk to see if they are yet. And I know some of these locations, they come along a little bit later too. Like Epcot is really going to seemingly roll out, a lot of their holiday stuff more like the 25th or so of November. So, hey, Jeannie, thanks for joining us. Kyle, giving you a little evaluation based upon your gear. What's got you all dressed up in red, Bekah, as if I don't know?
I know. I was like, I realized there's this red jacket in the closet where I'm at, and I'm like, well, this is perfect for a Life Day robe. So I put it on backwards. And I thought this is the closest I'm gonna get to like Wookiee hair. So I it's really not styled well, but I'm like, I'm going for the Wookiee look. And I even found a plug-in little potpourri in this beautiful round vase. So I got my glowing orb.
Well, I was bemoaning the fact that my homemade life orb is actually where I'm over at where I'm staying. I'm actually over at our teammate Tony's place, but Tony saved the day. Tony very nicely brought me out his it's World of Color, but we'll pretend it's a Life Day orb. For those of you who don't know, November 17th is Life Day, and there are various celebrations happening at Batu East and Batu West. We will have LP team there to bring you some of the fun that'll be happening at the studios in Orlando and at Disneyland in California. But for now, we're here to talk about Disney merchandise, and we're starting off with some new Shop Disney items in celebration of the 85th anniversary of Snow White.
Yes, there was a whole bunch of stuff dropped yesterday. So we have, I think, 3 articles about Snow White, but this is kind of like a roundup of everything. And they have some really cute stuff. I like these bobble bar ears. I think I love the simplicity of it, but how it's also, again, very Snow White. Every time Disney can do something that's like simple, but also, defines what character you're looking at without going like too overboard. I love that. So this is good. I really love this like geometric abstract look. I like it. What do you think?
Okay, I stumbled on this on a bag. I think is it Dooney that's also doing this similar design on
yes.
Yeah, on the Dooney. And I have to say that when I saw it, I was thinking this is not for me. But it's different, and I'm not opposed to different. I like different. Just because it doesn't appeal to me doesn't necessarily mean that it won't appeal to somebody else. It's not that I it's one of those things where it wasn't that I thought it was ugly. It's just not my taste.
Sure.
So it's pretty cool though, all these different geometric designs. I like how the dwarfs are recognizable within the color palette, right? Because Dopey with the ears and the purple hat, you know that's Dopey pretty easily. You got Sleepy with his hat clearly kind of dangling off to the side. So even though it's so simple, you're able to recognize them. And then here are those Dooney. They are available on Shop Disney, and we also spotted them in the parks. So if you're going to be at Disney parks, you'll be able to look. One of the nice things, as I recall about Dooney, Bekah, is that the patterns can kind of vary regarding the placement. So if you have a specific desire for where Snow White might be, on your bag or whatever, when you're at Disney parks, you have a chance to really look through numerous bags before you select one. I don't think Loungefly tends to follow that pattern. Loungefly, it tends to be much more similar kind of across the board. I don't find as much difference within the placement. Is my recollection the same as yours there,
I think
Becca?
they have smaller patterns. I think they have smaller patterns that maybe aren't as spaced out. So you do have a much more streamlined look to it. So
thanks. Yeah, you're right. That's a better way to describe it. Becca, you've highlighted some Black Friday deals that are coming to Shop Disney.
Yes, and they started their Black Friday sales over the weekend. So some of the categories that are listed in this post that we have changed a little bit, but everything that's in the post is on sale. And some sales are better than they were on Friday. There's the classic dolls are now $11.99. The Mickey Mouse and Friends holiday train set by Lionel is only, I say only, but it's $112
Wow.
instead of being $150. So if you're looking to bring some, Christmas train to your celebration. Yeah, so that's awesome. There's the talking action figures are $17.99. They were originally like $22 or $25, so some really good deals. And I do like this holiday wreath Monsters Inc. because it's kind of a fun way to represent Mike, Sully, and Boo. So, and it's a different take on a Christmas wreath, right? Like
my yep. As you may have noticed, Becca, I am not doing as smooth of transition with the machine that I am using on the road here. But thank you for continuing to talk about stuff. And I will do my best to catch up with you as images load for me. So there you go. I know that you mentioned some talking action figures, and I'm about to put those on screen. I am noticing the way I usually load these up for those of you who watch the Barely Necessities to go back down to the shipping part and then come back up. So there you go. But here we've got Mando and we've got Sisu, right? I'm saying that.
Yes, yeah, in her human form, which is not a spoiler anymore because this movie came out 2 years ago.
Right, and I've actually finally seen it. We took the time to finally catch up on some Disney animated features not too long ago. Jeannie is pointing out that the Vera Bradley prints can also vary. So if you're someone who's looking at Vera Bradley, once again, there is a shop in Disney Springs, and so able to look at the various purses, pick the print placement that would most appeal to you. I also have seen some of those available at various outlets around the country as well. So if you are interested in Vera Bradley Disney, be sure to check out the local markets where you might find the Becca, you highlighted the Loungefly backpack.
Yeah, this is on sale for $63.75. And I really love this design. I love the candy cane element of it, the Disney treats element of it. It's a little loud, but it's not like obnoxious. So if you want holiday Loungefly, this is, I mean, already being discounted it's a pretty good deal.
And once again, I saw this here at Magic Kingdom, and they cleared your one. So if you saw them while you were here and didn't pick them up, now they're available on Shop Disney, or vice versa. If you're on your way here, check it out. You can purchase it on Shop Disney and then bring it along when you're here for the holidays. Into the world of cosmetics, some new Disney design to Ulta Beauty.
You found this and sent the link to me. This is they say it's a 28-piece kit. I'm not counting 28 pieces, and if you count each of the individual like eyeshadows, it goes well over 28. So I don't know what the 28 pieces comes out to, but this is the Ulta Beauty, their Beauty Box Disney edition. And it's kind of like the 50th anniversary stuff that they released earlier this year. This has the 4 parks icons, and then there's also Tinkerbell and Lumiere, and it comes in a Spaceship Earth bag. Like, how fun is that? I love Epcot. So, of course, while I was looking over this, it was an online only sale for $20. It says the value of the bag with everything in it is $125. I don't know that I believe that, but I ordered mine and it should be coming sometime within the next week or two. So I will report back and we can go over everything that's inside.
Oh, fantastic. I was going to say, just looking at that bag alone, $20 for this bag. I'm trying to remember. I'm guessing it's probably about the same size as the bag we saw that they'd previously done. So I'm eager to see, Bekah, once it arrives there, what the actual size and dimension is on this. So I can't wait for a little bit of show and tell. I'm also excited for some show and tell on the on the Ulta beauty items. Continuing with some of the items that you might find in local stores. I stopped by my TJ Maxx before heading on this trip to Orlando, and they had a number of Disney by Bubble Bar holiday designs. And I actually hadn't seen some of these previously. They were new to me. And I know that sometimes manufacturers will have different designs that maybe they release to these stores that are kind of a lower targeted price point. And so over at TJ Maxx, I spotted some holiday Bubble Bar Disney items. I also spotted Joffrey's coffees in holiday flavors. If you are a frequent Disney visitor, you'll know that Joffrey's stands are found throughout the parks with their unique blend of coffee flavors. I've actually been consuming quite a few shaken Jamaicans during my visit here. That's my drink of choice when I am traveling here at Walt Disney World, along with some other housewares. I remember seeing this little hot chocolate set with Chip and Dale building a snowman. There were some Star Wars shots. Don't your local markets. I sound like a small town visitor. So Kyle, yes, you are correct. I recommend the Joffrey's coffee that can be found at the base of the monorail station at the front entrance of Epcot. I find their coffee is a little sweeter. So if you're somebody who doesn't like your caramel coffee to taste like caramel with a hint of coffee, then that may not be the one for you, but that's the one for me for that very reason. We're moving on to the world of socks. Bekah, what do we have?
We have a Peter Pan collection from Rock'em Socks, and they have 12 designs. 12 designs, which I thought is pretty impressive. They've got some all over prints and some poster styles and some almost like portraits of Tinkerbell, Peter Pan, and Hook. What do you think of these? I'm a fan of Rock'em Socks. They actually are the socks that I wear when I travel. I purchased ones that have flamingos on them. So they're very Florida. Typically my travel is towards Florida. So I grabbed them. But the nice thing I like about them is that because of that black sole that the Rock'em Socks have, I don't feel as grossed out when I have to take them off for TSA and everything, because I know, because it's like I don't have to see just how nasty it was to be walking around without my socks on for that amount of time. So yeah, so the Rock'em Socks are my TSA happy sock choice, and the colors are vibrant. I will tell you that one of the downsides to me when it comes to the Rock'em Socks is that these designs are printed on the sock, and so if the sock is if your legs tend to be on the larger diameter with when in the sizing,
you'll end up with some kind of the white lines in between. We'll sometimes see this on those t-shirts where you end up with like a little bit of white like on the arms or whatever, because it was clear that it was just kind of screened on it when it was going through. It's not the same thing, because when they're laying flat, the printing is beautiful, the colors are beautiful. But like I say, if it has to stretch out a little bit, you might lose a little bit of that depth of color within the design itself. However, I will kind of balance that sheet by saying that they hold up well with repeated washings. I haven't had a lot of loss of color. The pink and the flamingos is still very vibrant after the amount of washes that they've been through. So Rock'em socks. If you're a Disney fan, please stop by. If you're a pop culture fan, Rock'em socks, man, Nickelodeon, Disney, they've got it. And yes, Kyle, you are totally right that Rebekah needs pre-check, and I will have to tell you the story of why that hasn't happened yet. It's a doozy.
I will also say with Rock'em, they sent us some Hocus Pocus socks, and I just haven't presented them yet on here, but I will have to show them. I don't have them today, of course, but they sent us some Hocus Pocus socks. And yes, everything you're saying about the color. I also love that there's like a built-in heel, like the heel is distinct. So, when you put your foot in there, exactly like your heel is going to rest right where it's supposed to. And then I think there's also like around the middle part of the foot is almost like a support band, like it's a little bit thicker material. So kind of like a built-in arch support. And
yeah. And then the other thing for me, I have a unique scenario where my feet are actually two different sizes, like by two sizes, like one foot is a 6 and the other one's an 8 kind of scenario. And yet they don't feel nasty. They don't feel bad on either foot. The size fits very nicely. It doesn't feel too large on the small foot nor too small on the, on the larger, other way around. Too large on the small foot or too small on the larger foot. It works just fine. So, hey, if you're watching us in the chat, jump in. Let us know what you're enjoying about what we're showcasing today. We'd love to hear from you. It's a little less fluid than it usually is because we're both in unique locations today, but we'd still like to hear from you. And give us a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate knowing that you're out there. Thanks for that. Moving into the world of Marvel. Oh, okay. I have been amazed, not surprised, but amazed by the amount of Wakanda Forever I've seen represented as I've been around the resort area here in Orlando. How can we bring home some dolls from Shop Disney? What do they have over there, Bekah?
Yes, they have the World of EPI, which is a woman-owned business, and there's 2 fashion dolls, Okoye and Nakia, as you can see there. They're on the middle and then on the right-hand side of the screen. And then Shop Disney also has a special edition Black Panther doll. That Black Panther doll comes with an extra human head. I'm not going to say who it is, but if you do go to that listing on Shop Disney and you have not seen the movie yet, it's a spoiler. So keep that in mind, but try to be respectful of that. Still though, these dolls have really great costumes. And then, Okoye and Nakia both come with the accessories that we've seen in the film, like the round blades and then the spear. So pretty cool. The 2 dolls are also available at Target, but yet they just came to Shop Disney. So we thought, well, we got to feature them again.
My husband, being a smart Alex, saying, spoiler alert, the head under that helmet is human. Thanks, yes. Donna. We appreciate knowing that that we're managing our unique circumstances well. Thanks very much. Now, Bekah, have you seen Wakanda Forever yet? Or do you have tickets in the future? What's the status in the Burbank home when it comes to Wakanda?
So because we have Rigby, we haven't been able to leave the house for extended periods of time. So Kyle and I didn't go together, but I'm visiting my sister, and she and I went to see the movie. So I have seen it, and I'm glad I did, because now I'm not spoiled by. There's no more. I don't have to worry about spoilers anymore. But I think it's a really solid end to Phase 4. So I very much enjoyed it. Have you seen it?
Okay. I was gonna say, I haven't. How would you compare it to Black Panther, the previous? Because it's always hard to be a sequel to, kind of come up after so especially such a film that was so, and that one movie was like phenomenal. It was a phenom. It was, kind of culture changing in some ways. So would love to know, how would you compare this one? Hard to walk in.
I didn't think it was. I mean, it's very respectful of the legacy of Black Panther, and they take their time with the loss of Chadwick, I guess, or of the Black Panther that's built into this story. I don't think this is as strong a movie as the first one, but that's just me. I mean, there's still solid performances from everybody. It was enjoyable. It's a typical Marvel movie, so you have a little bit of humor in there. You might cry. They do a really good job of balancing, though, the what came before with what's coming in the future.
Oh, fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. Since Juby and I are on opposite coasts right now, we have not seen it, but hopefully once we find ourselves on the same coast again, it will be become an evening out. Continuing with Marvel, Bekah, there's a collection of action figures.
Yes, so lots of anniversaries for all sorts of Disney properties, right? And this year, Marvel's X-Men from the comics turned 60. So this is the Marvel Legends, the Hasbro action figures. This is some of their villains, and it's a 5-pack. Pre-orders open today. They're at Hasbro Pulse and also our friends at Entertainment Earth. That's where these links will take you, to Entertainment Earth. And that's $124, but you do get 5 figures, and they come with feature multiple points of articulation and some really great detailed looks there. I don't know any of these characters, but they are X-Men villains, and so that means they're also mutants. So if that's the storyline you like, or if you're a longtime reader of the comics, this might be a set that you would really appreciate. So
can I just say that this gal right here with the green hair, her outfit is really reminding me of the new Swirl mouse ears and spirit jersey and whatnot that's popped up on Shop Disney, and I've seen it over at the parks as well. You need a little bit of pink in there, and then she would blend right in with that design that's over there at Shop Disney.
That's so true. Yes,
instantly where my mind went. I was looking to see if it. Oh, there. See, look. See, you got it right there, up on the upper right there. Check it out. See, you add a little bit of salmon, maybe a little bit. She's perfect. She's already accessorized.
Her name is Vertigo, so it kind of works with that swirl pattern. Yes, and
Oh, we've some Bring Home the Galaxy reveals. It's week 785 of the. Of the ongoing Bring Home. I don't know how many weeks. I'm sorry.
We're on week 5, right? Week 5 of 9. But if you count all of the various, we're already into triple digits.
Oh yeah, it's still bringing home the galaxy. I feel like eventually Bekah and I are gonna have a day. We're gonna call it Brought Home the Galaxy. We'll do like a recap of our favorite items over the years. Oh wait, apparently your husband needs you to sing a theme song. Did you see this little note down here from Kyle?
I'm not going to be able to do it right. Last week we were doing the Bring Home the Galaxy thing, and he just did this Bring Home the Galaxy, the whole galaxy, bring home the galaxy. And yes, Kyle, it's been stuck in my head all day. Thank you very much. So actually this morning he messaged me the whole galaxy. That's all he said. And I was like, I could just hear it. So there you go.
Oh no. Okay, well now we've put it in the heads of everybody out there. But in the meantime, Bringing home the galaxy means Grogu items. And here you've got this black hoodie with Grogu munching on one of those delightful little froggy things. Here he is on the shoulder of Mando. We've got some socks. They say Stormtrooper and Mandalorian and other things along the sides of them. These all our Shop Disney, or are they found at various retailers, Bekah?
These are actually at Stance. And so Mike put this together for us. We had an exclusive reveal today. So very, very cool that we get to work with some of these brands and be the first to bring the news to the masses. So yes, that collection is new at Stance.
And a few new items from in the world of action figures and Star Wars, including, oh hey, no, that's a glove. These are the action figures. You've got the Forlom and Zuckuss in the retro collection over at Amazon. And then the other one was a Royal Guard and Pilot available. And these are in the carbonized style, which means they've kind of got a little bit of a sheen to them. So be sure to check out our roundup over here at Laughing Place. It's called Bring Home the Galaxy Reveal. And a number of items. We've also got heroes and villains roundup for week 5. You can find some gloves there. Yes. If you are someplace that needs gloves. You're someplace that needs gloves, right?
I mean, sometimes. Also, I get cold all the time, so I'm always I always have more layers than most people probably need. But yes, I would definitely be adding these to my wish list. And yeah, I like that there's the Arabesh. I like that they have a couple different styles. Maybe you don't want to wear gloves. Maybe you're more of a scarf and hat type person. And I like that we're representing different factions of the Star Wars universe. So yeah, there's our little rebellion there.
So that's our Bring Home the Galaxy week 5 roundup. There's also some citizen watches. So lots of a wide variety of Star Wars, especially as we're getting closer to the holiday season where you're buying, perhaps you're heading to family for Thanksgiving, one something, or maybe later this year, you've got Christmas or Hanukkah around the corner. And so if you've got a Star Wars fan in your life, chances are Laughing Place has been able to showcase to you something that will fit your budget, their interest within that world of course. So be sure to check out our Home the Galaxy roundups. I'm getting Sensational 7 for this week being on the road. I do look forward to showcasing all the fun items that I've stumbled on while traveling here at Disney World. I've been gathering up some of that data so I can hopefully do a bit of a kind of a diary trip report style sharing of what we've been up to here, because I was able to visit the Very Merry Christmas Party. And I haven't been to that in over probably about a decade. And so it was really, really neat to once again hit that. And okay, little personal note, someone that I've known kind of through the internet over the founding and development of Laughing Place is now a performer in that parade. And so it was just a really neat moment, to have that special moment for me to remember, kind of, over the years having exchanged texts and messages with the person. And so, yeah, it was super awesome. But we've got a lot more merchandise happening here at Laughing Place, a lot more merchandise roundups and write-ups. So Bekah, I will let you tell everybody what else they can find on Laughing Place.
As we talked about, the Swirl collection. So that's new on Shop Disney. And as Rebekah said, it's also at the resorts. So keep an eye out for that. Kind of a fun, summery vibe, which it might be getting colder, but Disney parks is always bright and sunny, right? There's some classic character bauble bar earrings and necklaces on Shop Disney, like Fantasia, Bambi, Pinocchio, and Dumbo. So some interesting, tribute to some of those beloved classics. We talked about the Snow White collection, but yeah, we have a whole article about the Dooney and Burke purses that they have. The Janie and Jack, the kids' clothing, they just released a new Frozen collection. Very, very cute styles. And then we have Life Day merchandise we've talked about at Shop Disney, but there's also plenty to find at Galaxy's Edge. So we have photos from what's available at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So, or as Rebekah says, Galaxy's Edge East, right? Or Batu East.
Batu East.
We have holiday collections at Disneyland, so merchandise that's arrived in the parks. And then the retro style Star Wars collections from Hasbro. We talked a little bit about that in our roundup, but as Rebekah said, those are on Amazon and pre-orders are going to start tomorrow. And then Mandalorian Season 2, the soundtrack's on vinyl exclusively at Target. It's a beautiful blue LP. So, I mean, if you're into collecting records, they kind of love that Disney does this or allows other companies to press those records. So, kind of a fun gift for fans of Mandalorian and of records.
Yep. Well, thanks as always, Bekah. Thank you everyone who's tuned in to catch up on this week's Disney merchandise. There's always new stuff coming out. I'm always amazed when I'm at the Disney parks, and it seems like even if I'm at a shop or just a week later, there can be still new items over. We've seen continual new items in regards to the 50th still hitting shelves. Some Epcot 40th merchandise just in recent weeks, hit shelves almost a month after that celebration happened. And right now, obviously, we're at the beginning of that Christmas season. So we've been seeing a lot more holiday items. So we will do our best to keep you informed on what's happening. If we wanted to make sure that you know about our new streaming opportunity, our new streaming channel here at Laughing Place. It's right here on this YouTube, but you can find it laughingplace.com/TV. It's a 24/7 Disney information stream. We have frequent news and weather updates from the parks. We have wait time updates, some graphics letting you know what was the most popular ride, what was the longest wait the day before. And then when we have breaking news like today, the announcement of the ticket pricing will go live. You'll find out about it there. We'll chat about it. You can hear what our team has to say on it. And we would love for you to jump in the chat. Join us. We want to hear what you're thinking about it as well. So please be sure to bookmark laughingplace.com/TV. And when something happens in the world of Disney, jump on, catch up on the information and join us. Let us know what you're thinking about it. Tonight at 7:30 here on Laughing Place, we will have our trivia. And tonight we have Disney World Eats. I suspect possibly inspired by the fact that I have been very much enjoying a variety of items while here on vacation, working, sort of. And we also have something called the DAQ. And those are tonight's trivia contest. That's a live head-to-head game show format hosted by my husband and our son. So be sure to stop by at 7:30 for that. Apparently, Juby is letting me know it's inspired specifically by Garden Grill, which has a birthday today. So there you go. I know that once I sign off here, I am out the door and making my way back to Walt Disney World because I'm hoping to maybe hit Epcot for a little bit. And then, but the ultimate goal for me tonight is I really want to enjoy some Kona Cafe. Going to have a late dinner at Kona Cafe. Body's on a different clock, so it works out well. Yeah. Tends to be easier for reservations. And, it's when I'm hungry. But tonight, Artemis is hopefully going to launch at 1 a.m, Bekah.
I haven't been following that, but that is very exciting.
I'm so hoping that the skies will be clear enough that those of us in Orlando will still be able to see that tremendous rocket launch tonight as NASA begins to take its first steps towards the moon again. So I am so excited. I say that and then I go, wait, is this the one that's I sometimes don't keep all my space projects in perfect alignment, and I forget exactly what the ultimate goal of it. But I'm super excited about this upcoming rocket launch, and I know I'm going to be reading more about it. So here we go. And no, I'm not going to cancel my reservation just because, Kyle. That's so exciting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check Laughing Place. You can check our what's new and our Disney news on the front page and find out why. Why could I have made a change to my reservation only 2 hours before it's seating time? Can you do that? We'll find out. Oh, thanks, Doobie. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Bekah. We'll see everyone real soon.
Happy Life Day.